Yo, what's happening, people? It's your boy Jay Hustler. Hit the like button coming through the door. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Uh, I want to get into this about the Draymond Green. This is off his channel, the volume on Draymond Green's podcast. Uh, I've been looking at this. He made this a couple of days ago. I just happened to it just jumped across my feed, and man, KB told us a long time ago he was just ahead of the curve. And right here, Mr. Draymond Green is really about to expose some of these pundits, these puppets that's on screen, just making a narrative against some of these players. And not only that, they seem to be attacking Draymond from some current statements that he made. And one of them was, yes, we heard it was all too familiar, but they told LeBron to shut up and dribble. They told Draymond to shut up and play. Now, we're going to get into this. I'm going to play a clip of the Draymond Green. And he has something to say. Fair use, fair use.
REDICK, sending the clown back to the circus. Number one, I'm not sure where this bad dog guy really came from. I really noticed him maybe over the course of the last couple months, going up and just screaming to the top of his lungs when he's sitting next to Stephen A. Yesterday, he goes on TV and he says, America is tired of Draymond Green.
Just shut up and play, will you please? America's tired of Draymond.
You hear that, people? Shut up and play. And if I'm a mistake, I never heard of this guy, this Mad Dog guy. I don't watch First Take like I used to. It's been years now, but since Max left, I haven't really been, I was kind of in and out of it then when Max was there. But this new guy here, he seems to kind of run with the narrative. And you have these Stephen A. snitch up there and just, letting it ride. Because they're all going against the agenda. It's all about who we like. They don't want to hear no one with a conscience or a mind for themselves. But again, let's get furthermore into this because it gets very, very interesting. Fair use, fair use.
Green, and I deal with them constantly. The fans, San Francisco fans, different story. Oh, they're tired of this. Should be quiet and play.
Not sure what gives him the right to speak for America, what he's done in his life for her. He sits in on Stephen A's show and screams. So I'm not sure who he's become in sports or in media to say how America feels, and what gives him that right. But we're not shocked that he would think that he has the right to speak for America. He then proceeds to say, shut up and play. I'm not one to really pull the race card very often, because I think, we all know the role that race play in the world that we live in. And so I'm not really one to pull the race card very often, but that definitely had a very racist connotation. A very racist undertone, and even beyond it having the racist undertone, we don't need to go any further than who are you? Who are you to say, what have you done in your life?
Exactly. And Draymond is setting the tone for some of these players that don't have the voice or not speaking up on situations like this, because a lot of them are out there feeding their family and doing what they have to do. And we totally get it. We get it. Because, at the end of the day, these puppets control the narrative and they control their contracts. That Kwame Brown stated this out early in his viral moments. And he stated out these pundits, that Stephen A's of the world, the Skip Bayless, the Shannon Sharp, they all do this to these black players. And not once had they stopped and thought, man, well, we need to straighten this attitude up on stage, because we all see it and we calling them out, repeatedly, day in, day out, week in, week out. But somebody like Draymond Green and JJ Redick, who's just straight calling them out. And salute to those guys. Maybe they give the other guys the balls and the nuts enough to stand up and say what they believe in. But I'm gonna finish this out and give more as a commentary. Fair use.
Life to say America's tired of him, shut up and play. Shut up and play. As I said on my Instagram caption the other day, those shut up and play, shut up and dribble days, those are long gone. We don't listen to that anymore. We don't want to hear it anymore. It has no place here, and nor will it be tolerated. I also proceeded to say, it's time for you to go home and sit on your couch and thank the good Lord that I didn't want his job. I meant that from the bottom of my heart. Before I signed with Turner, I was actually offered a spot on First Take. So there's your backstory for, I don't play games. I don't play these reindeer games. When I speak from the heart. When I speak, no, it's real, it's thoughtful, and more importantly, it's truthful. When I say sincerely yours, the new media, what I mean by that is the landscape of media is about to change. You will no longer be allowed to sit there and say what you want. You will no longer be allowed to put out these false narratives. You will no longer be allowed to not know what you're talking about, and we're going to listen to you. Those days are long gone. You know why?
And those are music to our ears. That was so refreshing coming from an NBA player who's currently still in the NBA. And not only we've been hearing this before, not to mention KB was just saying this a long time ago, but he told us they would do this. And Draymond Green, he knows this. Seems like he's listening to KB. But man, he just said a mouthful there. Tell him again, Draymond. Fair use, fair use.
Why? Because we have guys like JJ Redick, who's done it, who speaks it, who knows how to speak on any different topic, who's not afraid to shut an idiot up. When I say sincerely yours, the new media, you will be held accountable. And you will have to know what you're talking about in order to speak on these sports. You will have to know what you're talking about in order to speak on this game of basketball. You know why? Because we're doing it now.
So there you have it, people. Draymond Green just set the tone for these sorry-ass sports analysts. And it's a breath of fresh air to hear that, because we're sick and tired of hearing these people, you know what I'm saying, just degrading these players and taking away their contracts, and you know, from the Kyrie Irvings of the world all the way down to the Allen Iversons. I mean, it doesn't stop, especially with this Stephen A. snitch. But enough of that, though. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Leave a comment below about the new wave, what Draymond Green is speaking of. Your boy Jay Hustler out.